I see that you're interested in position. What do you like to do on your free time?
Oh, on my free time, I love to hang out with my 3-year-old. She loves shopping, dancing, biking, and whenever I go out with her, I buy her a bunch of crazy toys.
This job can sometimes call for work outside of the office and overtime during certain seasons. Would you still be able to work with that?
Yes, because I'm able to multitask.
So I see your interest in this position. What do you like to do during your free time?
I would say I would spend most of my time with my friends, hosting party in my apartment, motorcycling and swimming, hiking, the free stuff.
Well, that's great. You sound very energetic and motivated. It's exactly what we need because this job can be sometimes asking for more work outside of the office, but you sound like you can handle that very well.
Absolutely.
Oh, great.
Notice two individuals are being interviewed for the same position. Both were being asked the same questions, but their responses were completely different. Women tend to imply that they spend time with their children because that is part of their responsibilities and duties. Society creates this image that women are motherly and caring, so it is women's duty to care for their children. Motherhood penalty, in other words, the child penalty, is important to the gender wage gap because women are missing out on work experience and opportunities while they care for children. These stereotypes and invisible barriers are one of the reasons that contribute to gender inequality in the workplace.
So how did your job interview go?
Well, not very good, I guess, because when I went in there, I don't feel very welcome. When I walk into the atmosphere, people give me nasty look. Perhaps it's my way, how I dress, because people dress in professional pencil suit versus I dress in just casual professional suit. Maybe that's one of the reasons. And another reason is they asked me, what do you like to do in your free time? I was just randomly telling them that I want to hang out with my kids because that's part of my responsibilities. And I do see a skill in the professions because I saw mostly male working in the company. I don't hardly see any female.
So how did your job interview go?
Oh, that was great. 100%. Just that's it. Nail it. You know what? The front desk is my middle school friend.
Oh!
He just gave me a big hug when I walk in.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to have a party in my apartment tonight, celebrating. Are you coming?
Yes! Congratulations!
Women are slowly breaking the glass ceiling and gradually rising to the executive suite. Observing from this graph, you can clearly see that there is only 9% of female CEOs in 2006 compared to 20% of female executives in 2015. This is significant because it is a giant leap. As time progresses, women are taking on critical roles and challenging the social norms to gain more acceptance in our society. Nowadays, women are still underrepresented at every level of the corporate pipeline. Society believes that men should lead the company and take on critical roles such as CEO or director. Because people believe that women are less capable than men despite the fact that they receive the same education and have the same abilities and potential as men. Stereotypes are a hidden weapon that discriminate women and keep them from cracking the glass ceiling. As you can see from this data, there is very little change that shows women are reaching to the top position. In 3 years, only 1% increase since 2012. This implies that women are experiencing extreme difficulties that keep them from advancing their career.
Many people bring up the fact that women are being paid 76 cents to a man's dollar, but the data shows that this is only true for white women. In each category, not only do women of color receive less payment than that of white men or white women, but they also receive less payment than their respective men of color. For the ratio of median earnings of full-time, African American men earn 76%, while African American women earn only 64%. The same is true for Latino men who earn 60%, while Latinas earn 56%. The correlation between the job opportunities for women of color versus non-Hispanic white men display the expectation placed on women of color. As seen in the data, only 2.4% work in high-wage workforce, while 14.2% of Latinas work in the low-wage workforce. As the article states, the single most common occupation for Latinas is that of maids, housekeepers, janitors, or building cleaners. It then becomes the expectation that women of color should take on these jobs, as they seem to require less skill and knowledge to perform these tasks and have been historically seen as women's work. Not only does this make the wage gap extremely obvious, but the surprisingly small amount of high-wage workforce means that women who want to enter these fields won't have the proper connections or same opportunities as someone who has other workers, colleagues, or friends in other positions that can help them when getting hired.
I know we have still not shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully sooner than we might think right now. And to all the little girls who are watching this, never doubt that you are valuable and powerful and deserving of every chance and opportunity in the world to pursue and achieve your own dreams.